Cydectin long-acting injection for sheep. It contains moxidectin, an active ingredient that is slowly released from the tissues of the sheep into the bloodstream, and that gives it a very long-lasting activity. In fact, one single injection of Cydectin long-acting for sheep gives 97 days protection against stomach worm, over 100 days protection against Haemonchus contortus, and 44 days protection against another worm, Trichostrongylus. In round numbers, you're getting around 100 days protection against some of the most pathogenic worm species. And on top of that, a single injection will both treat and prevent scab infestation, giving a full 60 days of persistent activity against scab mites.
A lot of lambs were scouring. We'd worm them, and if we didn't, we worm them. Within 6 weeks again, they were back scouring. It was just endless.
Cydectin long-acting injection is administered subcutaneously. So in other words, it's administered by an injection under the skin towards the base of the ear. So the ear is a landmark, not the injection site. So you actually administer it high on the neck, just as many farmers would typically administer vaccines, for example.
Put it in the base of the ear, just behind the ear. At first it takes a little bit of getting used to, but you soon get the hang of it.
Cydectin LA can be used in a variety of different situations in sheep. For example, it can be used in ewes at around lambing time. Around lambing time, the ewe has a suppression in her immunity to worms, and as a consequence, she throws out a lot of worm eggs onto the pasture, which are infective to that year's crop of lambs. So through using Cydectin long-acting injection, we very effectively suppress the number of worm eggs that the ewe puts out on the pasture. She also acts, if you like, as a vacuum cleaner, helping to clean some of the infection from the pasture, leading to a much lower worm challenge to that year's crop of lambs. The product can be used for both the treatment and prevention of scab mite infestation of sheep with just one single dose. So a single dose will kill the scab mites that are on the animal at the time of dosing and prevent reinfection with scab mites for a full 60 days after dosing. And there's no other product that's licensed for the control of scab that can offer that duration of protection. And another way that Cydectin long-acting injection for sheep can be used is in bought-in animals. Of course, bought-in animals are at risk of bringing scab mites and resistant worms into the flock.
I'd definitely advise anyone to give it a go, because it's well worth it. With the length of period that it covers them as well, it's well worth it.
Talk to your animal health supplier about Cydectin long-acting injection for sheep. Choose Cydectin long-acting injection for sheep for persistent worm activity, persistent scab activity, in a single shot.